Poland's National Statistic Office, Główny Urząd Statystyczny, reported that Poland's industrial output rose 6.8% year-on-year in October, against 8% annual growth expected. Compared to the previous month, it shows decrease by 0.7%. Analysts surveyed by the Polish press agency had expected a 0.2% monthly increase. Seasonally adjusted industrial output rose by 7.5% year-on-year and dropped by 0.3% month-on-month in October. According to Główny Urząd Statystyczny, Poland's average corporate gross monthly wage rose by 13% year-on-year to 6,687.92 Polish zloty. That's about €1,418 in October 2022. In monthly terms, the average wage remained unchanged. According to earlier forecasts, economists expected a 14% annual increase in corporate wage in October and 0.7% increase from September. October's corporate employment increased by 2.4% year-on-year and by 0.1% month-on-month. Earlier, corporate employment was expected to rise by 2.2% year-on-year, with no change month-on-month. The average monthly salary in the enterprise sector in October 2022 compared to October 2022 was 13% higher. Polish government might have financial problems in September. The Ministry of Finance obtained only 850 million Polish zlotys net from the bond sales. Thus, retail securities ceased to be a major source of the state budget. After the Ministry of Finance presented savers with a clearly better of retail bonds in June, Poles jumped on government debt. In just 3 months, the state treasury received over 22 billion net after deducting the amount that the ministry paid to bondholders for the redemption of securities on time and earlier on demand, the same as in the previous 2 years. The enthusiasm for saving bonds, however, was short-lived. In September, the liabilities of the state treasury towards buyers of this type of securities increased by only 850 million Polish zlotys. Some analysts point out that the situation is worrying at a time when the government is looking for money to finance higher than usual spendings. In recent weeks, the political narrative regarding the state's coffers has changed. Politicians began to communicate the need to cut at least some expenses or restore higher VAT rates on electricity and fuel. At the same time, the yields on Polish bonds remained very high, although clearly lower than in October, which means that the Ministry of Finance must offer institutional investors more favorable conditions by issuing treasury securities.